I'm broken system, broken trust, and I approve this message.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
I love my intro. I hate Moors. We're covering a Moor today. It is a Moorish American deadbeat dad who wants to give the court zero information about anything that has to do with child support. Got this from Old Squishy Gardner yesterday. I was going to stream it yesterday, but I try to give all the court watching channels their day and some change to soak up all the views they can. So here we are today. So we are going to watch this. And let me bring it up for a second. Dexter's here. You guys know the deal with dog treats and all that jazz. And I think you guys want to hear the audio, so we're going to include the audio. Erica, I appreciate it, but I am going to be dear. That's not what I wanted. Let me try this again. You just got K-Farception. Let's go. Stop sharing this screen. Wanted to share screen, just not that one. Screen share. Entire screen. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. Now we're winning. All right, yeah. This guy in the middle, obviously the guy with the KFC bucket on his head with the Moroccan flag behind him. That's the guy we're not going to like. Sonora Blake is the mom who looks like she's about to nod out the entire 39 minutes. We're going to watch all 39 minutes. We're not going to speed it up. Enjoy.
I do object.
What is your legal objection?
My objection is that I don't wish the contract. I don't have a
All right, I'm not on drugs, right? The audio was there for a second. Interesting. All right. Let's start this over again. Normally it's pretty good playing the audio, but here we are. Let's share the screen again and hope for the best. Include audio, yes. I was terrific when it was playing the audio, and then it stopped playing the audio. All right, here we go. Try number 2.
Galveston County, pursuant to the Texas Family Code, Section 201.1045. And I find nobody has objected to proceeding in this manner. Mr. Millard, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Yes, my name is Sidney Millard Bay.
Have you legally changed your name?
Yes.
Okay, so you have a social security card with Bay? And
No.
Okay, do you have a driver's license with Bay?
No.
Audio seems to be back, so we're good to go.
Birth certificate with Bay?
Ma'am, I challenged jurisdiction, and we
Yes, and that
haven't.
was denied, sir, so we are proceeding.
Well, I'd like to proceed to a de novo hearing.
Have you filed that request with the court?
I did. It should be in your paperwork.
Judge, I don't see a de novo filed on Odyssey.
Don't either. You filed that with the district clerk's office?
I did. It was mailed on the 26th.
They might not have received it yet.
It should have been there.
When did you mail that, sir? You said the 26th?
Yes.
Is that timely, Mr. DeHimation?
No, Your Honor. Typically, de novos are done within 3 days of a judge's ruling. There hasn't been a substantive ruling in this case, but there's nothing e-filed on Odyssey, regardless.
Yeah, this was a new thing for me, so I had to look this up in the middle of the video. So basically, this is it reviews the past court's decision without considering their finding. But he's trying to file that prior to the first court finding anything. So it's just like, my guy, you're missing the whole point of this.
The only ruling in this case is that his lack of jurisdiction was denied.
And before we begin, let me swear you in, sir, because even what you just said to me was not said under oath. So again, your legal name is, what is your legal name, sir?
Sydney, capital S-I-D-N-E-Y, Millard, capital M-I-L-L-A-R-D, Bay, capital B-E-Y.
Can you, and Miss Blake, can you state your full name for the record, please? I think she's frozen, so we're going to wait for her.
Hello?
Ma'am, I think you were frozen. Are you able to hear?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is your full name,
She
ma'am?
wasn't frozen. That's just her face.
Sonora Blake. Was Sonora Marie Blake.
Okay, and sir, was your name, are you the person who also goes by Sydney? Sydney Somerville Millard IV?
No.
That is not you? That was never you?
That is my all caps name. That's not the name that I have.
So it's
You're
you.
saying that's a different person,
Good.
though.
No, I'm saying that I am not that person.
Now, Judge, he has sent a de novo to the state, but he hadn't filed it with the court.
Sir, where did you meet? Well, if you can both please raise your right hands to be sworn in. Do you each solemnly swear that any testimony you give today will truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I affirm.
Yes.
Okay. So, sir, where did you mail your request on April 26th?
I mailed it to the Mark office.
Okay, so you did not file it with the court. Mr. Division, are you able to read what it was? I just want to make sure it was a de novo and not a new trial.
Yes.
Judge, I can share the screen if you would.
I asked you to read it.
Okay. So the title, it's non-standard. The title he wrote request for de novo hearing. Then he's got his name, and he's got an address, and underneath that he's attempted to put a style, and then he titled it nunc pro tunc, and then underneath that he's got request for de novo. Then he's got another title saying notice to the court, requesting de novo hearing concerning the denial of my affidavit of fact of dismissal of lack of jurisdiction. I am requesting de novo hearing on the following grounds. And he cited several cases. Which is not relevant.
So this is the part that actually made me kind of laugh. So he sent me these cases that aren't relevant, which was pretty nice of him to say. This reminded me of the Eric Martin sending in to the prosecutor's office a whole list of Supreme Court cases saying that he had the right to drive. And the prosecutor was like, yeah, none of these actually have anything to do with that. And some of them aren't even real cases. So it's just a fuck you to sovereign citizens and Moors. I got mine. I think somebody sent it to me.
There's a page 2. And he's talking about the postal box, the post box rule, which is also not relevant. And then he signed it on page 3, and he's got a jurat.
Objection.
What's
I
your
believe,
legal
I
objection,
believe
sir?
that everything here is relevant.
Okay. I'm going to sustain your objection. However, I don't know if it's denying, but I'm going to find that your de novo request, I don't need to wait for that because it was not filed with the court and it was not filed timely, even if I considered the AG's office the court, which I do not.
Can you repeat that? I didn't
You
hear
did not file it with the court and you did not timely file it, even if you had filed it with the court. So we're moving forward today. Mr. Dehamajian, you may call your first witness.
Thank you,
Well,
Judge.
well, hold on, Your Honor. I have a question. Like, you saying that it wasn't in a timely manner, but it was on the 26th. And notice the agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. Once it's in their hands, it's in your hands.
And you see the baby mama at the bottom, Sonora Blake. Her face is like, oh, now you guys see what I've been dealing with for, I believe the kid's 13, for 13 years of this stupidity.
Not give legal advice. I'm denying, well, it's not even filed. I'm finding it's not filed with the court and it is not timely. You may proceed, Mr. Dehamajian.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, at this time, the state requests that you take judicial notice of our petition filed on December 6, 2024.
I take judicial notice of the pleading, including the acknowledgement of paternity that was signed by both parties with their all caps names.
Thank you, Judge. And the state calls Miss Blake. Miss Blake, can you state your name for the record?
Sonora Marie Blake.
Miss Blake, who's your child and how old is he?
13.
Okay. Now, when you make decisions, important decisions for the child, do you consult it with his father?
Hopefully not.
Yes, it depends on what the situation is.
Okay. And you're asking for joint managing conservatorship, right, ma'am? Where you continue
How old
making.
is the child?
How old is the child, ma'am?
13.
Okay. And you're in agreement as to keeping it wanting joint managing conservatorship where you continue to make decisions together, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what's the visitation with the child with dad right now? When does he get the child?
Whenever he likes.
Okay. And the child and the child and dad, they have a good visitation, good relationship.
Yes.
Okay. And you wouldn't you're not against that the visitation be the standard possession order in this case, right?
No.
Okay. Now, the geographic, are you asking that be no restrictions, ma'am? Where you make your home with the child?
Yes.
Okay. And why are you wanting no restrictions?
Since I don't have a problem with moving places to where he's able to still see him. It doesn't matter where we are, he can still be able to see him and come get him.
Okay.
And he goes
Now,
to school here.
okay. So do you have any plans to move in the future?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Do you have any job offers outside in other states or any other place?
Not at the moment, I don't.
Okay.
Ma'am, you're
But-
in Galveston County?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you lived outside of Galveston County since your child's been born?
No, ma'am.
May I continue, ma'am? Your Honor.
You may.
Ma'am, what type of health and dental insurance is the child on right now?
Medicaid, children's Medicaid, I think it is.
Okay. Now,
So the insurance thing is going to come into play here. I want to say shortly. So I don't want to spoil it because it's so good. That's what they have, but he's claiming they have his insurance that he bought. And that's where the trouble starts.
now, do you know what Mr. Millar does for a living, ma'am?
He used to work as a lineman, featuring on the light poles and stuff, but now I too much don't really know.
Okay.
I've seen the
You know-
the truck. I don't know. I think he drives trucks. I don't know.
Do you know
I'm
if he's
not for sure.
do you know if he's retired?
Yeah, he don't work for them no more.
Okay. Now you said truck. What kind of truck does he drive?
I just seen a big truck, like a, I don't know, I guess there's a 18-wheelers. I don't know what kind of truck it was. I don't know.
It's a big 18-wheeler truck.
Yes.
And where did you see that 18-wheeler truck?
I just seen a picture of it on my son's phone, on Facebook.
And where was it parked?
Oh, I don't know. It was parking lot or somewhere. I don't know exactly.
God, I'm muted. I've been trying to get the chick noise to stop. No, so Dave, great Faz, member for 24 months. Thank you. Already, how did Old Squishy get this considering what's in the top middle screen? Turns out that's everywhere. It was still on YouTube. I have seen this judge before. I can't place her, but I know that I've seen her before. Yes, I muted. I know. But yeah, she seems like she's about to nod off in the middle of being in the driver's seat of a car in court. And I know that if I was trying to get a ex whatever to pay me child support, I would have all of my ducks in a row. This is where he works. This is how long he's worked there. This is where he lives. This is where he likes to hang out on Tuesdays. I want all the information to the point where they're like, oh, you've looked into him. It's like, yes, I have. She's just kind of like, I hope you give me money.
Do you believe that he's driving a truck right now?
I don't know. There's a possibility.
Okay.
And it's a possibility he's
Now-
Jesus, but
Let's talk about retroactive child support. Has he given you any monies in the last 4 years to support your child, ma'am?
Yes, often on
If you're
a
gonna
request.
if you're gonna put a dollar amount, how much is
David, you interrupted her last word. I couldn't hear it. What did you say at the end, ma'am?
I said yes when I asked request for it.
Okay.
if you're gonna put a dollar amount, ma'am, how much has he given you in the last 4 years?
Altogether, what I added up that I had on my cash app, it was like 3,300.
Okay. Let me ask you this: have y'all ever lived under the same household?
No, not living.
Okay. Ma'am, do you know if he's got other kids?
Yes.
how many other kids does he have?
There's 6 altogether, and
Objection.
One moment,
Five.
ma'am, one moment. What is your legal objection, sir?
What's the relevance of my kids being drug into this? Like, I don't understand.
Calculation, sir. You may proceed, Ms. Blake. And I couldn't hear anything you said. So if you can repeat your answer.
6 altogether, about 5 that's living.
Okay, so are you saying one is deceased, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, and so not counting the one child in this case, there's 4 children outside this case, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I only have one with him.
Okay. The 4 kids outside this case, are they all adults? Are they all over 18?
Yes.
Okay.
Are any of them in high school still?
No.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. You may call your next witness.
Your Honor, I call Miss Tatiana Young-Fleeton. I don't know if she's been sworn in yet, Your Honor.
Don't believe she has. Can you state your full name for the record, please?
Tosiana Young-Fleeton.
And can you please raise your right hand to be sworn in? Do you solemnly swear that any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, thank you. You can lower your hand. Proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Fleeton, who do you work for, ma'am?
The Office of the Attorney General,
And how long have you been working for the Office of the Attorney General?
18 years.
And what do you do there, ma'am?
I'm a child support officer. I calculate child support, medical support, and dental support, and retroactive child support, medical support, and dental support.
Ma'am, what did you calculate in this case?
Retroactive child support.
And what were your findings there?
For the year 2021, minimum wage, gross $1256.67, net $1159.87 for 12 months, at a total of $232 a month, based on 20%, for a total of $2,784. Excuse me. For 2022, minimum wage, $1256.67, $1159.87 at 12 months, at a total of $232 based on 20%, for a total of $2,784. For 2023, gross minimum wage $1256.67, net $1159.87 for 9 months, at a total of $232 based on 20%, total of $2,088. Also for 2023, for 3 months, gross $2,119.80, net $1,870.66. For 3 months at $374 based on 20%, for a total of $1,122. For 2024, gross $4,092, net $3,457. $2,002.80 for 3 months at $692 based on 20% for a total of $2,076. For 2024, minimum wage, gross $12.56.67, net $11.59.87 at 9 months at $232 based on 20% for a total of $2,088. And for 2025, gross $12.56.67 minimum wage, net $11.59.87 at 4 months at $232 based on 20% for a total of $928. The sub total $13,870 with a credit of $3,300 for a total of $10,170.
Okay, so while they're stopped real quick, I want to point something out because when I first started watching this and he was talking about the all caps legal fiction, I started looking at all of their names. Now, most of them are capital first letter, lowercase the rest. His is all lowercase. And I don't know if this, I'm not even going to attempt to butcher this, but the top left box, she has her entire name all caps. So I don't know if she's intentionally mind fucking this guy right now, or if that's just how she put it so people could read it. But all of them are different. And his is wrong for what Moors think, and hers is probably just triggering the shit out of him.
Judge, at this time, I offer State's Exhibit 1, which is the retrocalc based on Ms. Fleeton's testimony.
Don't see the case is even open. I don't have any objection to me entering the exhibit. What was the State's Exhibit?
1, Your Honor.
State's Exhibit 1.
Yes.
Ms. Blake, do you have any objection to State's Exhibit 1?
No, ma'am.
And Mr. Millard, do you have any objection to State's Exhibit 1 being admitted into evidence?
I do object.
What is your legal objection?
My objection is that I don't wish to contract. I don't have a reason to contract. I do enough already for Sonora and my son.
I'm going to overrule that objection and admit this into evidence. And do know, sir, you'll get a chance to explain why you don't believe back child support is appropriate. State's Exhibit 1 is admitted, and you may continue, Mr. Dehmasian.
Judge, I pass the witness, Ms. Fleeton.
Okay. You may call your next. Oh, actually, Mr. Millard, do you have any questions for Ms. Young-Fleeton?
I only object to this proceeding because I moved to dismiss. There's no reason for this, and you all have me here.
Okay. I'm overruling the objection. Ms. Blake, do you have any questions for Ms. Young-Fleeton?
No, ma'am.
Okay. You may call your next witness, Mr. Dehmasian.
Thank you, Judge. I call Mr. Millard. Mr. Millard, can you state your name for the record?
Buckle up, guys. Get your popcorn because this is going to be riveting shit. Just kidding. I do want to talk about something real quick. Mag D5. I missed the afternoon sidewalk audits. So I stopped with the sidewalk audits because the older kids are older kids, so they can do their own thing now when it comes to going back and forth. But in the fall, Pickle will be going to school. So more than likely in the fall, I'll have to begin my travels to school and back because Pickle will not be walking by herself. So in the fall, you might get those back up.
Sydney Millard, baby.
Mr. Millard, what do you do for a living, sir?
I have a question.
That's not how that works.
I'd like to know the proper names for yourself, the judge, and the other officer that was here.
Judge, objection, non-responsive.
I believe that there's a conflict of interest here because at least two of you work for the state.
Okay. I'm going to overrule the objection. My name is Judge Jennifer Baker. Mr. Gary Dehmasian, his name is written right there on the screen. Miss Tosiana Young-Fleeton, her name is on the screen as well. So you may proceed,
And,
Mr.
and
Patient.
who are they employed by?
Sir, it says they work for the Office of the Attorney General. You may proceed, Mr. Dehamian.
Sir,
So everyone works for the Office of the Attorney General?
I don't. You may proceed, Mr. Dehamian.
Mr. Millard, what do you do for a living?
So you work for the state? We're-
Objection, non-responsive.
Sustained. Sir, please answer the questions.
I don't work.
Not shocked.
Are you retired?
I don't understand. I don't understand where we're going here. I already said what I need to say in this matter, but you guys keep pushing forward. So I'm telling you that I don't want a contract, and you said trying to draw me into your jurisdiction, and that's not what I want.
Sir, do you own an 18-wheeler?
I don't understand.
Do you drive a truck for a living, sir?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Are you refusing to answer my questions, Mr. Millard?
I move the court to dismiss.
I'm denying that request. You may proceed, Mr. Dehamian.
Mr. Millard, do you live in a home or an apartment?
I live within myself.
Do you pay rent?
I live within myself.
Do you own a car, sir?
I move the court to dismiss.
I'm denying that
Objection.
request, sir. Please answer the question so I can make an appropriate ruling in your case. This is not a contract. International Shoe says I have jurisdiction of you. You were served in Texas. This child lives in Galveston County. We are proceeding with the Attorney General's petition.
I don't understand.
Do you pay rent, sir?
I don't understand.
Do you have a car?
I don't understand.
Judge, the witness is refusing to answer questions.
He's saying he doesn't understand. He might not understand. Just ask your questions to the best of your ability, and I'll make my ruling to the best of my ability.
Okay.
You can impeach him if you have impeachment evidence.
Mr. Millard, do you own a phone?
I don't understand.
And this is the shit that pisses me off because, like I said earlier, if I was going into this situation as Miss Blake, it's in the way, so I can't see it. I believe it's Miss Blake. I would have come in with my ducks in a row. Like, yeah, this is where he works. I talked to his friend. I called, double checked. That's where he works. So when they said, "Oh, do you have a job?" and he says, "I don't understand." We'll be like, "Oh, well, you work at 7-Eleven starting last August, so get fucked on that." And it's not that hard to drive by his house to see if he has a car or to get his address. Like at this point, I've lived or looked up where like 90% of the sovereign citizens and frauditors I cover live. It's not that hard for her to figure out where this guy lives. I would have given all of this stuff to Gary, again, not going to butcher his last name. And he could have been like, "Oh, well, it says that this is your phone number, so you have a phone. This is your address, so clearly you live somewhere. And this is the license plate for your vehicle that sits in your driveway, so you have a car." But it seems like these people are just like, "I don't know how to lawyer. I don't know how to get child support." It's crazy.
What are you using for Zoom, sir? What device are you using?
This is a tablet.
Okay, so you own a tablet. Do you know what a phone is? Do you know what a telephone is? Maybe you get to use the full word.
Do you own a phone, sir?
I don't understand.
Which part of that did you not understand so he can break it down for you?
Any of it. Like I don't even I don't understand these proceedings. I don't even understand why I'm here. Like I told you guys that I don't want a contract. I don't need the contract.
So
I asked the court to move to dismiss.
I'm denying that. This is your chance to provide evidence, sir. Otherwise, I'm just going to make my ruling.
Evidence of what? Of what?
The
That I'm
issues
here?
before me, sir, so I can't give legal advice, but I can, the issues before me are conservatorship, possession and access, support, child support, medical support, dental support, and back child support. So that is what I am going to be ordering today.
And I already do all that, John. So I object to this whole thing.
I understand you object, sir, and I'm overruling your objection. Mr. Damation, do you feel you need any more testimony from Mr. Bay?
No, Judge, I passed the witness.
Okay. Do you have any other witnesses?
I recall Ms. Blake, just briefly.
Okay, you may do so.
Ms. Blake, do you, I mean, you could just answer to the best of your knowledge. Do you know if Mr. Millard lives in a home or an apartment?
Okay, guys, let me make myself somewhat large. Let's go this one. That one's a good one. All right, so he says he doesn't have a contract, but I'm pretty sure, as you know, as a parent of many children at this point, when he decided not to wear a Jimmy, and my favorite term, raw dog, Miss Blake here, that's a contract. You decided you were going to have a kid. Now you are responsible for that kid. Just because you wear a KFC bucket on your head and stand in front of a Moroccan flag, that doesn't absolve you over your responsibilities of being a parent and taking care of a child. But it seems like every frauditor and sovereign citizen that finds himself on child support, oh, I don't consent. There's no contract. You passed that up when you decided to not rip open the Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I think he's living alone.
Do you know if he how many vehicles does he have?
No, I don't know.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
The state does not represent either party, so I'm going to give you each a chance to let me know if there's anything additional regarding those issues that I just described. Ms. Blake, is there anything additional you'd like to say?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Millard, is there anything additional you'd like to say?
Yes, I'd like the court to move to dismiss. I object to all of these proceedings.
I'm going to make my ruling and render based on the testimony presented. Before I rule, I'm letting each party know that you do have a right to a de novo hearing before the referring court regarding any decisions that I make. That request must be filed with the district clerk's office. I am finding, once again, there is jurisdiction over this matter. The child lives in Galveston, and Mr. Millard was served in Texas. Those service papers are on file with Galveston County, as reflected in my previous ruling. I'm appointing the party.
And Dawn, that's the other thing. Morocco doesn't even claim these people. So that's like saying, oh, I'm a, let's just say Canada. Obviously, I'm an American. Let's say I was born in Canada. I represent Canada. And then Canada's like, nah, bro, you were born in like Zimbabwe. We don't claim you whatsoever. I wouldn't keep claiming Canada if they didn't claim me back. Morocco's already said, like, hard pass, their shit's made up. But they just keep, I know the Moroccan flag looks cool, but it doesn't look cool enough to be like, I'm going to throw my whole life away. Just don't make sense.
Joint managing conservators with Ms. Blake having the right to determine the primary residence of the children within Galveston, U.S. counties, or any county that touches Galveston. Before I continue, Mr. Damation, do you have any requests regarding medical support or child support?
Yes, Your Honor. We do have a
no need. You didn't present it. I'm going to just create a child support amount. Bear with me.
I like how we just crudely nailed up the flag over a antique picture of flowers.
Okay. I'm setting child support based on minimum wage. There's one child before the court and no others. I'm finding that nobody has access to private insurance at a reasonable cost. I'm ordering that Mr. Millard pay to Ms. Blake cash medical support, $35 per month, beginning May
Objection, Your Honor.
2025. Sir, let me get
Here
through
comes the
ruling.
bullshit.
Beginning May
Here comes the
25.
a
bullshit.
question.
Sir, let me get through my ruling and then
I
you can
have
ask-
medical insurance for my
let
son.
me- Okay, you did not testify to that, and you said it was you. I think you might have objected to the question. So where do you have medical insurance available?
I didn't hear the question.
Okay, what insurance? How do you have insurance for your son? Is it through a job? Is it through the marketplace? Is it through a relative? Is it?
Proceed, Your Honor.
No, this is important. Where is the insurance from? I don't know.
It's through a marketplace.
Okay, so you have gone on the marketplace and you purchased insurance? Is that true? That's what you're saying? You went online and purchased insurance, or you called and purchased insurance?
Yes.
Okay. What company is that through?
I don't know. I don't have the documents in front of me.
Have you provided Ms. Blake with those documents so she can use the insurance?
I did.
Okay. And do you know how much it costs per month?
I don't remember.
Is there a place you could go look that information up? It will
Not right
affect your
now.
child support and it will make your child support lower, but we'll help you to look up this information.
I don't know, Your Honor. I don't have the information with me right now.
And this is another thing. Flip side. If I was going into court thinking, okay, I pay way too much in child support, I give way too much to the mother and the kid, I'm going to have my ducks in a row as well. If I had insurance, I'm going to have the name, the policy, what the policy entails. I'm going to have the card with me, the card that she probably has for the kid. I'm going to have all that information. But again, these people are both just incompetent. Like it really makes me push for having to be qualified to have a child.
Okay, are you in your house right now? You don't have it anywhere in your house.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
Ms. Blake, do you know that he has private insurance? Ms. Blake, has he given you the cards? You have to answer out loud.
Hold on. Let me look on my phone before I say. Okay, it's what is this? I have a card he sent me. It's a discount card. Hello,
We're listening to you, ma'am.
ma'am.
We're listening.
Yes, I pulled up a card. I pulled up a card that he sent me, but it doesn't have a amount on here. It just says benefit level, individual, children, the group number,
What company?
member ID, NCE. It says discount card. That's what it says on there. I don't know if you can see it or not. See if you can see it.
All right, just so you guys know, I'm not going to put it on screen, but I have it up on the other screen. So if you see me reading something, that's what it is. So this is what I think it is. I think it's the NCE discount program. And it's basically from what I'm reading, it offers it's a prescription saving card that provides discounts on thousands of brand name and generic medications across over 80% of pharmacies in the United States and its territories, including Puerto Rico. So moral of the story is this kid does not have insurance through the dad. But yeah, exactly, Gregory. A good RX card is not insurance. Yeah. But good news is they could possibly get discounted prescriptions in Puerto Rico. So hopefully the kid doesn't fall and break his face or break his leg. But if he needs some ADD medication, I'm pretty sure that'll be covered.
Did you see?
No, do you want to send that to the Attorney General's office so they can look at it? So are you on this insurance as well, Mr. Millard?
I just only. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be a mother.
And please remember your report. Please watch your language.
Judge, we're trying to call her right now to log back on.
She might.
I have a question, Your Honor. Do you have an address for the de novo hearing? For me to send the de novo hearing to?
It is the district clerk's office in Galveston County. I don't have the address. Ms. Maripis, if you can look that up. Or sir, you can Google it. Right now she's not here, so if you want to take the time to Google that, you may.
And you said it's in Galveston?
Yes, it's the courthouse in Galveston County, Texas. Galveston County District Clerk's office. I don't know what address they use.
I just got off the phone with her. Her phone died. Logging in shortly.
Judge, would you still need her to be on video at this point, or can she just call in?
But she needs to be on video. She might need to drive somewhere where she has good vision. She had this hearing today.
Okay. Can you hear me, Ms. Blake, now?
Yes.
Good. Looks like you're back.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, can you forward me that card that you were talking about? The discount card?
Okay. Okay, the other card that was on there is from American Financial Security Life Insurance Company. The effective date was 11/26/2024. Do you need the member ID on it? If that'll help, if it didn't come through.
No, I would need to see the card.
Do we need to hear it? Why don't we get on the record?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
We can start the recording again. Okay. So yes.
So, Your Honor, we've found something out. We've Googled NCE, and it's like what Mom said. It's a discount card. It's not insurance.
Okay.
So I don't know if that would help the court finish its ruling.
That does help. Sir, do you know anything else beyond that, Mr. Millard?
Objection. Your Honor, she just read the other name of the card for the insurance.
The other was I believe, well,
It was life insurance.
yeah. Did you have any other health insurance available?
It's medical insurance, Your Honor.
Can you get some testimony about that? So, because I can only rule based on evidence for me. I can't go investigate.
That's fine.
And I can't. So I want you to hear this testimony, but you need to provide it, sir. Because no
That's
one else
fine.
has information.
It's
It's not
That's fine.
I'm supposed to order insurance through your.
He's saying it's fine because he knows that it was just a life insurance card. If you had I'm assuming everybody in chat has insurance. You know you have insurance if you have insurance, because it normally comes with an insurance card that you keep in your purse, wallet, or if you're fancy, you have one on your phone that you can like log in and see it. But this guy's like, nah, you're good. You're good, Your Honor. You can keep going. You can keep going. Because he knows he doesn't have it. It seems like he tricked dumb mom into accepting that as insurance, but the judge isn't accepting it.
Job if you have it, or then through another source if you have it, and then a state plan is supposed to be last on the priority list. So if you have it through another source, which it sounds like you might, I should be ordering that, but I need evidence to do that, sir.
I don't have it. That's
Okay. Okay, does anyone have anything else they'd like to say before I conclude my ruling? Okay, so render judgment. I'm ordering the parties joint managing conservators with Ms. Blake having the right to determine the primary residence of the child within Galveston or any county that touches Galveston County. Ordering that Mr. Millard has visitation pursuant to the pursuant to the standard possession order. I'm finding nobody has access to private health insurance at a reasonable cost, so I'm ordering that Mr. Millard pay to Ms. Blake cash medical support of $35 per month beginning May 1st of 2025. Finding nobody has access to dental insurance at a reasonable cost. I'm ordering that Mr. Millard, is Ms. Blake here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, if you can stay on camera, ma'am,
Oh, sorry.
you're in court. Mr. Millard, thank you for staying on camera. I'm ordering that Mr. Millard pay to Ms. Blake child support of $225 each month beginning May 1st, 2025. And based on the testimony provided today and evidence presented, I'm ordering back child support in the amount of $6,500 as of today, April 28th, 2025. That's back child support judgment against Mr. Millard. It will accrue interest for the family code at a rate of 6% per annum. It is not an installment debt. Other remedies can be used to collect this if appropriate. However, I am ordering that Mr. Millard pay to Ms. Blake $50 each month beginning May 1st, 2025 towards that judgment, with a step up to $275 when child support ceases per the family code. And I'm ordering that Mr. Millard pay court costs as billed to Galveston County by April 28th, 2026. The state is going to draft the order based on my ruling today, and they'll be sending it to both of you through DocuSign to review and sign. If you don't sign it, they will be submitting it to me, and I will confirm that it matches my ruling and sign off on it. So we're going to have you all go back to your breakout rooms so you'll get a chance to review the order in private and confirm it matches the ruling. But thank you both for coming in, and good luck going forward with everything.
All right, guys, that's the video. Stop sharing. It's just going to be me and where Dexter should be. There we go. Okay, so a Moorish American deadbeat? You don't say. Color me surprised. Did he offer to steal her a house at least? No. No, he did not. So I'm going to throw you guys over to Colin because I think he's still alive. Yeah, he was live last I checked. I'm going to try to get on a new schedule of like doing videos from like 10 to 3 in the morning so that I can pump out a few videos per channel. I'm going to try, now that football season's starting, I'm going to try to start putting content out on the fourth channel. But I did put the link for my third channel in the description. If you guys can do me a favor, go subscribe to that. Once we're done here, once I end it, you're all going to go to Colin. Tell Colin I said, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, and Booze and Body Cam tomorrow. Booze and Body Cam tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Should be good. We got a bunch of good body cam videos sent to the KTZ's Discord server. Let's see here. Oh, and go watch my chick live stream from this afternoon. I had some chicks on live stream with me, so it was great. Yeah, go check that out. I got nothing, guys. I got nothing. Go have fun with Colin. He's watching more court. Yeah, that's it. Bye.